Hey there guys, what's going on and welcome to another FIFA 21 Ultimate Team video. Well, I'm known for Ultimate Team and that's what I'm going to be sharing my opinions on today. And this isn't to make out like the game's going to be a lot better than it is, it's just FIFA 21, the truth. And what I believe EA have got right, what they've got wrong, and what they've left out. And as you can clearly see, other content creators are sharing their experience with the game, showing you actual gameplay, the new features, and I wanted to get a few things off my chest. So if you like this style of content, hit that like button, drop a subscription as well, that would be awesome. And let's start off with the customization. Yeah, not the gameplay just yet. Let's begin with new to FIFA 21, designer stadium. I don't think anyone asked for this, but it looks good. And I know it's not going to be for everybody, but it's one of those things that, yeah, you've got control over the nets, the pitch pattern, the seats, the tifos, animated tifos, and more importantly, the trophies. And I think I like this the best because it allows you to show off your journey and what's exclusive to your club. So top 100, top 200, squad battles. Well, let's hope that they have a squad battles trophy for everyone that wants to play that game. But that's very, very similar to like pro clubs and how a lot of those trophies would be grayed out until you would unlock them. And you got a cabinet to show off. I like that. But was it necessary? Did anybody ask for it? No. What has the community been crying out for so many years now? Before I even speak about it, just type it in the comment section. Not even the daily knockout tournament. We're crying out for, well we are, but we're crying out for something to play during the week. We have no game mode. It's team play that's new to FIFA 21, which is literally objectives inside of division rivals. Then at the weekend, you've got FUT champs, which I love, and I personally like grinding and I like being competitive. But what's the point of releasing bronze and silver cards that literally don't get used? How mad is that? Like, you're releasing silver cards and bronzes with stats that get put into SBCs. Surely that's wrong. And I think that they've got the metrics, they've got that data, and they know that if they keep forcing people to use goals, then they're more likely to move over to the informs, and then before they know it, they're hooked, and then they want those icons, which are the real big money maker for EA, and that's what sells packs. But it's just a shame, right, because Daily Knockout Tournament is part of FIFA. Like, tournaments are huge. And I'd love for that to return, and it's very, very simple. The community has been asking for it, and they simply ignore our cries. For some reason, and I don't know why. It sucks. But the only bit of belief that we can hold on to right now is the Euros. So that's starting, what, in July? 2020, July. So with that actually going down, hold on, did I say 2020, July? So I do apologize, it is 2021. Makes sense, right? Because July's just gone. I don't know. No, I was getting confused with the dates and COVID. It cut me some slack. But anyway, the game mode, which is Euros, if that is getting brought to Ultimate Team, that's the only thing that we can hope for that is like tournament based and it's something outside of Division Rivals and Ultimate Team. And because they've actually delayed the start of the season, the Premier League, I feel like FIFA 21 itself is just going to have a little bit more longevity and it won't die off as early. Fingers crossed, right? But with the game mode, if they do anything like they did with the World Cup and they have icon packs within the first week, it literally just killed the game. So EA, don't make that mistake. But let's move over to gameplay. So this is really what it comes down to. The gameplay. If they've got it right, if they've got it wrong. Now I want to quickly compare it to the FIFA 20 beta and also early access. And as we know, early access is the polished off version. And I believe that they got the balance right. Defensively, it felt rewarding going into tackles. It might not have been realistic, like 95% of the time I came away with the ball, but attacking, you really could burn defenders and you could get past them, and it was super fun and really, really open. And then they patched the game for some reason, and it literally turned into a part the bus mess, and it was a completely different build to what the game's really been left in. That current state is just not really acceptable. FIFA 21, instead of them going for like a balance defensively and in the attack, they've favored the attackers. And you really do feel that. The pace is real this year. Unless they patch the game, obviously, it's going to be patched. But the through balls and being able to find players on the counter attacks is really what's going to be the meta this year, in my personal opinion. So if you lose the ball in that centre mid cam area on the transition, God help you. If you struggle to defend on FIFA 20, you need to put in the practice for FIFA 21 because defensively, you're not going to be bailed out as much. If you make mistakes, you're going to be punished. And as well as the new skill dribbling that I thought was phenomenal, like it feels just so clean and precise. And it's something that is really satisfying to pull off. And as we master it, you never know. That could literally be the most overpowered dribbling that we've ever seen on any FIFA installment. I'm not joking. If you can catch that right and get the burst of acceleration, it's going to be really, really satisfying. But one thing I worry for is that, are the slower players really going to get used? And I don't think they're going to be unplayable. If you find someone that has a really good range of passing, like let's say Xavi, for example, because he's an icon, you might be able to get use out of him because his through balls are going to be killer for those that are fast in the attack. But having slower-ish attackers, I just can't see them really getting used. Like EA have tried to make out like you're going to feel the strength with the stronger players and all of this. The game is so fast. It's literally counter-attack. That's what it is. So if you were a fan of early access on FIFA 20, you're going to enjoy FIFA 21. So big improvements there. One thing that I dislike is that we still have that stupid animation. You know where you're an attacker, you've gone for a shot, it comes off the post. Instead of having some variation, like the ball goes over to the corner flag or it goes back to the goalkeeper, it seems to still favor that passing. It's a passing lane. Literally the post has passed it back to you, found you 10 out of 10, and you can just hit it for the rebound. I don't like that so much. That's a bit of a problem. But with the player runs, you know, the new feature of flicking the right stick, getting them to stop the ball, hold on to the ball, just from my experience, it seems like a novelty feature. But that's maybe because of a lack of experience. So as the game goes on and we find a new meta and how to approach the game with the player runs, maybe that's where you'll start seeing it to become a little bit more useful. But it was one of those features that I just don't really see the majority of actual users running it. You can attack, put it this way, you can attack without having to do that because the game is so open now. You don't need extra runs. All you need to do is quickly 1-2 pass, time the run, and run. Literally just run. But finesse shots, oh my. Like, you know, EA just can't really balance games properly. The finesse shots were taken out this year. Then they patched the game and made them, I think, just a little bit better. Now, FIFA 21, they are absolutely insane. They are so good. And that's something that I am very much interested in getting use out of and taking advantage of it. I just want to be banging them with Hazard, with Mbappe, and by the way, Neymar is filth. Neymar is just ridiculous. And that's with really the best of the best players. At the start of the game, you might struggle just overall, like with the attack and in the defense. But when you start getting the better players, that's when you're going to see the real potential of FIFA 21 with the dribbling, the animations. And overall, I've got to say that I do feel like EA have got a lot of things right. And when you hear people say that it does feel like a polished off version of FIFA 20, yes, that is correct in saying. And with the new Xbox and the new PlayStation, when that drops, we might see just the next level. And it might be even better. Who knows? It might be worse. We don't know that yet. But the pros are, gameplay does feel better. Defensively, does it feel rewarding? I wouldn't necessarily say it feels rewarding. It feels hard. And they've done that on purpose because they want to stop people from just sitting everybody back. And they want to have openings. They want an end-to-end game, which is definitely something that they've taken on board. And they've considered, like, we've got so many people complaining about part of the bus. Let's make this adjustment. So sweet. In the attack, feels really fun. If you're someone that plays possession-based, you're still going to be able to do that. But it's really favoring those that want to move the ball quicker, get use out of the new skill dribbling, and have a fun game. End-to-end, high scoring, love it. What I don't like is that we still don't have any game modes during the week. I think that is really the worst thing about FIFA 21. I'm so upset with that. Like, draft I will play and I'll be grinding the RTG and division rivals and doing the objectives, the team events, whatever. I'm still going to be playing the game, but just what a shame. If they introduce the daily knockout tournaments again during the week, this game would have a massive thumbs up from me. With all the other stuff that they've brought to the game, would have a big thumbs up. And by the way, the menus are weird. The menus actually are so stupid. That's the last thing that I'm going to finish off with, right? having to like buy players and bin players, like instead of just like pressing one button and then you buy them, you have to like hold it down, and I don't know why they've overcomplicated that. It's like it's something that they didn't really need to invest time in, but they chose to. Don't know. But overall, my experience with the game is definitely positive. And like I said at the start of the video, it's not to make out like the game is going to be a lot better than it is. It's just the truth, what I feel like they've got right, what they've got wrong. So defensively, I think that it's going to be patched. Personally, I think a lot of people are going to complain about it, and it's going to be patched anyway. But the pace of the game is fantastic. I love the pace. I love the way players feel on the ball with the better ones. And hopefully this video has given you more of an insight as to what you should expect. So are you going to buy the game? Are you not? Give me your thoughts if you played the beta as well. And I will see you boys tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Team out. Peace.